Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. It's so good to have you guys here with us today. May I just start off by saying that I'm happy that you're here. I hope that you guys enjoy the video. This channel has been something that has grown tremendously, and I'm honestly overwhelmed and surprised at the amount of appreciation that all of you guys show for watching these videos. So before we get started in the day, I just wanted to give a heartfelt thank you from all of us here at A Stable Life to you. You guys are what makes this channel so awesome and so amazing, and you're the reason that I keep recording and filming every single day that I work here at Sunny Knoll Stables. Now let's get started and take a look at our ponies. Look at them, guys, they're blanketless. The mares are all together, which reminds me I should probably close this door because here comes Honey. And we don't need them coming in just yet. Hey, Honey, good morning. Yeah, good morning, Honey. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? Look at her go. She's adorable. Let's see how our geldings are looking. Jack, George, Rebel, Champ. Oh man, everyone looks good. We are on the tail end of a really nice week. It has been in the 50s in February. Not gonna lie, I think it's kind of giving me some spring fever. But this is the last day for it. It's going back into the 30s and even the 20s. It's getting cold again. I'm having one of those days where it just feels good to be outside. Feels good to be at your job. Well, hello, girls. Yeah, hello. See Bella coming at me with her ears pinned? That wasn't me. She was saying, honey, get away. If he has treats, they're mine. I think the girls are hungry. Look at how little Bella is. Now, I gotta be careful. Bella's threatening to kick Honey. Honey's behind me. In case you're curious how the girls have been getting along, Honey is not interested in anything, pecking order wise. So as you can see, Bella will challenge Honey and tell her to get away from Sarah. Honey's not interested in playing. She just leaves. I'm gonna get the grain measured out because when they're hungry is when they get a little bit more upset with each other, and it appears that they probably finished their hay and are ready for some grain. Go ahead, Scoots. But as I was saying, even though there are threats, there's no contact. So the girls don't have any bite marks or kick marks on them, which is good. You want to keep it that way. But the mares have not been out with the geldings as of yet. Probably going to be another week or two before that is even considered, especially because Sarah is still healing. She is getting better. We're able to no longer wrap it. Just put some hydrogen peroxide, some Vetricin, and some Wonder Dust on there to help get a scab formed, but it is not 100% healed. Today is Friday, February 9th. Yesterday, Gavin fed and took care of the horses. So we're gonna get started getting hay in all the stalls for all the horses. All the water heaters are off. It's that perfect temperature where you don't have the fans on to cool the horses down, but you don't have to heat the water to make sure it's not freezing. Oh, there she is, looking good as ever. Today we're gonna be doing a lot of maintenance. It's gonna be the theme for today, maintenance. If you didn't see the most recent video, there's a story to that tree. I'm calling in the reinforcements to take down the rest of that tree. I feel like if I were to go any further, I'd be well in over my head. Grain's all measured out. Time to let in these horses. Starting with the mares, I'm gonna hook up this rope here and let them in. I don't think that the girls know exactly where to go. So I'm gonna have this rope around me like so. We're gonna set the camera up over here so you guys can pretty much watch what happens. Okay, well they're coming this way. Think they know their stall? I'm gonna give them the opportunity. What could possibly go wrong? Well, honestly, Sarah had it. I think that it probably, Sarah would have gone right to her stall if I didn't walk towards her, which was my mistake. Okay, so that's Sarah and Bella just waiting on Honey. Now, I'm fairly confident had I not gone out to show you guys all the horses, I think they would have just come in normal, but they got confused. There you are, bros. Now with the mares and the donkeys fed, we can finally let in all the geldings. All right, look at Jack and Champ. They're just telling me, open this gate now. I'm on it, boys. There you go, Jack. There you are, Champ. There you go, Rebel. And there you go, George. Good looking horses. All right, so I'm going in with the horses because I got to get Poncho. Who's coming? Oh, Poncho. Come on, RJ. Come on down. There you are, brother. So after taking the four-wheeler out for a quick drive and looking at our round bale feeders, looks like we need 3 round bales. I can't complain for February. I thought we'd be feeding 4 a feeding. So we're feeding actually less than expected, which is good. But we are feeding a lot more large square bale hay because of the mares being here. So I fully expect that once we start putting the mares out with the geldings, I will need to up the amount of hay available so that there's no quarreling between the geldings and the mares. Hay's all taken care of. We got 3 round bales out. By the looks of things, all of these guys are ready to get turned out as well. I just have 2 fly masks to put on, and then we can let out the geldings. And then of course we got to get the pasture set up for the mares. Okay. Try to get it over their nostril first so they don't feel like they're being constricted on the breath. The goal is to get it up as fast as possible so that they can see, because they start getting pretty scary when they can't see. We got to get all that beautiful hair out there. Gorgeous. Well, I have the lower ring completed. All of our horses are now turned out, and the left run is also cleaned up. You guys will remember, going back a couple years, that Poncho used to be turned out in the left run, and that was where he hung out. So we had some wagons that sat in the left run because that had to be cleaned every single day. For a long period of time, the donkeys kind of went back and forth between the 2 of them, so we didn't need to have any wagons sitting inside there. But because we have the mares in here, the manure is piling up, so get a wagon down there so we've got an easy place to put it, because these little muck buckets aren't really doing the job anymore with 3 horses. I also wanted to bring out, Spitfire is nowhere to be seen. He's actually eating with the boys instead of hanging over here with the ladies. And the ladies are doing better, as you can see, now that they have food. In the evening time, I think I'm gonna put food in 2 different places. That way Honey is able to eat on the off chance that Sarah and Bella won't let her eat out of the round bale feeder. Just gotta make sure we're taking care of everybody. Right now, Honey's just sleeping. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's move on to the next thing on our list. Next on the list is actually gonna be doing some maintenance on the 4-wheeler. We're gonna be changing the oil and the oil filter. As you guys know, this is the main workhorse of all of our manure removal inside the horse stable. This used to be the main vehicle we used to take hay out too. So this quad is a 2014 Yamaha Grizzly 550. This year marks 10 years that we've had this 4-wheeler. On the odometer, we got 1,511 hours and 4,792 miles on a 4-wheeler. Kind of crazy. This thing's awesome. I absolutely love it. It's very utilitarian. We need to make sure that we keep it running good. Being this is a Yamaha, I should probably use metric, right? What do you think, 12 or 13? Well, 13's a bit loose. 12's right on the money. Righty-loo tighty. Lefty-loosey. Now we're talking. Oh my word. It was on there pretty good. Well, today I think it's safe to say the oil needed to be changed. I'm very happy that there was oil in there. Some of these quads, when they're not looked at for a long time, you don't realize that you're burning oil, and it's good to know that we're not. These engines will last really long if you take good care of them. Now for the really hard part. getting that oil filter off. In another one of my videos a while ago, I was changing the oil and filter on the big work truck. And one of my commenters brought out that he works on big trucks for a living, so he suggested next time I do it that I put the oil filter on a little bit tighter to make sure that it doesn't come off because it's running at such high pressure. Which, by the way, thank you. That's a good comment, good suggestion. But I wonder if the guys who changed the oil filters on this ATV felt the same way. Because this is, I'm gonna have to really use some muscle here. All right, here we go. Oh. Didn't even budge. I'm gonna try it on the other side. Well, after some struggling, finally got it. Had to do the old-fashioned flathead screwdriver through it with a hammer, but we got it. Ugh. New filters back on, new bolts back on. All we have to do now is add the oil and fire it up and see if I made any mistakes. Oh yeah, good stuff. It's always when you're pouring oil that something on your face starts itching, almost immediately. I don't know what's up with that. Basically looks like the oil is at the fill line. So we have everything closed up. We'll start the quad. It recommends to run the four-wheeler for about 3 minutes. So we'll fire it up, run it for 3 minutes, and then we'll check it. It'll probably need more oil by then, but we'll check for leaks too. Not seeing any leaks. I'll keep my eye peeled though, but I think we're looking good. Oh yeah, guys. This quad's purring like a kitten. It's running good. I haven't heard the engine run that good in a couple months actually, so I think that's gonna do just fine. Quad's all set and good to go. Topped her up with fuel. Next up is the tractor. Really just got 2 things I need to do, nothing crazy. Just need to blow out the air filter and grease the tractor up good. We've only got about a half an hour till afternoon feeding. Sun's out. Had to get my hat because the sun was shining in my eyes. I couldn't see. All right, guys, tractor's all greased. I've been working on blowing out the radiator and thought, hey, maybe they want some shots of me blowing out the radiator. One, 2, 3. I figured 3 was the magic number. Oh, look at that. Got some good stuff there. It's like a nest. And that's why we clean that out. Almost like we're back to brand new, huh? Well, I don't blame them. It's been a cold year. Everyone's looking for some form of heat. If I could just get this guy to go back on. Come on now. In you get. There you go. Clean this out. There we go. 1, 2. And this one I'm going by feel. No, didn't grab. I'm gonna need to put the camera down. Good news, I got it. I just needed 2 hands. This was a 2-handed operation. There we go. If I had time, I'd give it a wash. He deserves it. But that's gonna be it on maintenance. Grand scheme of things, today what we got done was we changed the oil and the oil filter in the four-wheeler, as well as gassed it up. And then on the tractor, we greased everything, blew out the radiator, cleaned the air filter. Ooh, time-consuming stuff, but all important. All that's done. It's now feeding time. In fact, it's a little past, I think. 3:06. Temperature right now is like almost 60 degrees. So because it's so beautiful, I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of clients here today. So we'll maneuver through them all. Maybe some of them wanna say hi. We'll see. One thing's for certain, these muck boots, they're a little warm for today, but it's all right. Temperatures are going back down into the 30s next week. So I'm gonna enjoy it while we got it. Just before we end the video, guys, I wanted to send a special thank you. We have a lot of packages that have arrived. Some of them are from our wish list that is available. If you guys are curious and want to check out what's on the wish list, there is a link in the description of every single video. But we've also gotten a couple packages that are just sent here from some of you guys. So we're gonna open them up and see what's here. So first up, we have some copper talks from Karen. Thank you, Karen, appreciate this. We have used a lot of this, especially doing our hoof treatments. At one point, we had around 28 to 30 bottles of copper talks. We are down to 1, which is kind of crazy, but you know, that's just the nature of the game. So thank you so much. You guys are just awesome for even considering this. Next up, we have looks like it's a DeWalt magnetic drive guide from Randy and Kayla. Randy and Kayla, thank you so much. This is definitely gonna come in handy on the impact driver. I'll add this to my tool case immediately. Thank you. Also from Randy, we have some Durasol. Randy, thank you so much. This is very thoughtful of you. Next up, we have another bottle of Copper Talks from Adam from Colorado. Adam, thank you so much. I'm so sorry that you had some difficulties with the wish list, but it was very generous of you to ship this personally to us. We really appreciate the sincere effort, and I'm gonna think about that every time we're using this, taking care of the horse's hooves. Thanks, Adam. Also from Adam, we have 6 containers of Durasol. This stuff is very concentrated and very effective at working with hoof soreness. We use this a lot. This is something, again, we had like 28, 30 bottles of at one point. So this is gonna come in handy should mud season return, which I'm thinking it's going to, because it's kind of crazy that we've gotten 2 weeks of sunny, dry weather in the 60s in February, but hey, we'll take it. So Adam, thank you very much. Next up, we have some hoof hardener from Amy. Amy, thank you so much. This stuff really comes in handy. You guys are basically seeing the trifecta, the 3 things that we use on the horse's hooves. Copper Talks helps with thrush, Durasol helps with hoof soreness, as well as making sure that the hoof is clean, and hoof hardener, which hardens the hoof, helping it in muddy conditions from developing abscesses, thrush, and all of those other things. So Amy, thank you so much. So you guys know that I had the hat cam. I didn't use that at all in this video because I actually just got a lot of the comments in, and you guys, from what I'm seeing, really liked the hat cam, but apparently I turned my head too quick. And it gave a lot of you motion sickness. So don't worry, I have some plans for that to kind of work out better in the future, because a lot of you guys liked it, just that it made you sick. In line with that, looks like Keith sent me a chest strap. If I can get this open here. That's cool. And then this just pops in like that, and then you mount the GoPro to that, and then it has a phone extender if you want a phone extender. Interesting. I'm learning as we go here. So it looks like, is this for like a little body? Is this for a dog? Oh, okay. Here we go. We're gonna try it out, guys. This is one of those moments where you're putting this thing on and then your wife comes down to see what's going on, what you're up to, and she's like, I think this would be pretty cool. Got that hands-free shot. It's good for doing blankets or when we're doing chainsaw work. Thanks, Keith. I think this is gonna come in handy. I'm gonna put this with my other mounts, my other fancy mounts that I got here. This is gonna cool. This is pretty cool. I gotta make it a little bigger for myself though. I think we'll just, how about we max everything out? That's just general rule of thumb, and then we can make it tight afterwards. So guys, that was pretty cool. Thank you so much for everything that you sent. And on behalf of all of us here at A Stable Life, thank you. We have afternoon feeding all wrapped up. I mean, just look at how gorgeous it is out today. Temperature sitting at 55 degrees right now. We've got hay up here for Honey and down there for Sarah and Bella. All the horses are out eating. We had a couple of the clients, including Kirsten. You guys remember Kirsten in one of the previous videos? She was nice enough to take you guys with her on the camera. She's up there jumping, warming up, enjoying the nice weather. But yeah, afternoon feeding went very well. No problems. It is February 9th. And I'm in a t-shirt. I think I'll leave you guys on that note. Thanks again so much to all of you for everything that you guys have done. You guys are insanely generous. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.